There have been a lot of very interesting, unique, and impressive structures that we've seen over the course of our journey within Stormblood. But this particular building on the island where Onokoro is, the home of the Confederacy's main HQ, has been the one that has certainly stood out the most. And with good reason, especially when you consider that this particular building seems to go up really high, has a lot of unique building structure on it, and just seems to never end. In fact, I can't even look up any further. This is literally as far as I can look up. And I'm pretty sure that if I got on my mount and try and do the same thing, I probably would have still not be able to give you an understanding of the magnitude of how big this structure is. And for the longest time, we've all been wondering, when are we gonna get a chance to climb this thing? Well, that time has finally been revealed, and it'll just be within a few days' time. So with that in mind, greetings people of the world! Matthew back with you here at Novora Autism for another edition of the Tales of Eorzea vlog here on Final Fantasy XIV's Exodus server. So, this Tuesday has been announced as the launch of patch 4.35, which will include, among other things, the continuing saga of the Stormblood edition of the Hildebrand Mysteries, which I'm perhaps looking forward to the most, especially since we're going to be continuing to chase after the Kugane Wolf Burglar. But this particular thing, this tower, which has been the structure that has gotten everyone's attention since people arrived here in the Ruby Sea, once they first got to level 61 and 62, has no doubt been the thing that people have wanted to come and check out for themselves. And yeah, I know, like I said, I could probably go and get on my horse. I could probably get on Kirin, fly up as high as I possibly could within the boundaries before I'm considered having hit the ceiling, and more than likely the moment that Crane will start suffering from oxygen deprivation, but yeah, it says can fly no higher. Because yeah, we literally cannot see any further. Like, I could maybe even try going further away to give you guys a better understanding, but then of course also once again we'd be running the possibility of being out of bounds. The thing is just that huge. Because yeah, I can go back as far as I want, and I still probably would not be able to give you a proper grasp of the magnitude of how tall this thing is. Because it is just that tall. So yeah, I'm literally now on the out of bounds. I can now go no further to the east. Oh, well, there we go. Finally got the thing complete, the top of the tower completely on screen. But yeah, it gives you an idea that I need to go all the way to the out of bounds line in order to show you just how tall this tower is. Because yeah, I wanted to be up close first to give you perspective from where the settlement is, but then even to do that and then have this is just mind-blowing. So yeah, we will be finally getting the opportunity to go into this thing at long last, because this particular tower, known as Heaven on High, is the new version of what's been long known as the Palace of the Dead. That's an area that is in the Black Shroud, and is found in an area that allows you to go and take on a series of floors where you have to start from level 1. And you have to start from level 1, you gain levels in a unique system. It has a unique system of battling and a unique system of combat. You fight a boss every 10 floors, and you get to see just how much you're dealing with each boss. And then they continued to expand upon it as Heaven's Ward went on, because it was introduced in Heaven's Ward, and it just gives you the idea and the understanding of if that's what the Palace of the Dead was all about, and then they turn around and are giving us this as its continuation, it just really says and speaks volumes. Like, I'm just trying to figure out how the heck the developers at Square Enix were able to make a structure this tall within the context of the game, when your mount can only fly a certain height, and it's not even that high to begin with. It's just really giving you a real understanding of the scope of what we're going to be getting to enjoy as part of patch 4.35. And so from what I've been told and from what I've seen, it's going to be only a maximum of 100 floors to start. As far as storyline is concerned, players only have to clear 30 floors as opposed to 50 within Palace of the Dead. And there were ultimately a total of 200 floors within that particular dungeon, and then this is giving you 30 and then ultimately works up to 100. But who knows? I don't think there's 100 floors to cover this particular tower because there's so many. I mean, you probably would have to do a lot of prolonged counting and hope that you don't skip a floor, and you probably have to like double and triple check your work to make sure you got all the numbers right. So yeah, that's what we're getting into with the new 4.35 is this particular dungeon. And so we'll wait and find out just exactly what it will entail when we get the opportunity to fight all these monsters, how challenging will it be, and what will the story be like, because if you have followed my streams to some extent, you'll know that we have covered Palace of the Dead up to floor 100. And so we did see some of the context of the story that took place within Palace of the Dead. It would have been a spoiler for some people if they hadn't made it far enough into A Realm Reborn, and also had not cleared the hard mode of Tom Turret Deepcroft. But just gives you an idea of exactly how far we've come, and that this tower is now finally going to be open for business, and we'll see how everything goes. So, in addition to that, tomorrow I will be doing another Final Fantasy XIV run on Twitch. You might remember 2 months ago, probably by the time you guys see this vlog, that I had the opportunity to set the Final Fantasy XIV level 1 to 50 main story world record at just under 16 hours. And so tomorrow, on July the 1st, I will be attempting to break my own record. So that will start at 8 AM Eastern Time, and I hope I will see you guys then, as I will try and lower my record down from 16 hours and try and get it down a little lower. I know that there's definitely spaces for me to save time, instances where I took more quests than I needed to, and as it turned out, I didn't need to even take the option for unlocking a side dungeon because I was able to get what I needed out of leveling roulette. But we'll see how everything goes tomorrow, and I cannot wait for you guys to check me out trying to beat the Final Fantasy XIV world record that I set back just a couple months ago. So, that is going to do it for this edition of the Tales of Eorzea vlog. As always, if you have a character here on Exodus, or looking to create one on Exodus, and you're interested in joining our free company, we'd be more than happy to have you with us. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.